It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Next on Madden Football.
"20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
On the move past the 40. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A huge play right off the bat. Pickup of 46 yards.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
That is caught. What a throw. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
As hard as it may be, Mike, to resist, I don't think they need to come out and think we have to match them big play for big play after just giving up that early score. Stick to your plan. Pick up the first down and allow this game to start unfolding and settle into a rhythm. Execute your game plan. Don't try to match what your opponents do. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. That's fielded at about the 18. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Giants offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here's a first carry for their running back. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, Prescott to the air. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd and short. Prescott to the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jaxson on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
So the 2 components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Micah McFadden. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's caught over the middle by Jaxson. Third and a yard. Throwing now from the gun. He finds his tight end, Bellinger. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
This throw left side, taken in by Jaxson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And not much there. Down to about the 13. Second down and 8. They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Go play action. It's under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Third and goal. Prescott. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. The Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gray going to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate, and an opportunity for a big shot, you end up falling short.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch. And that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection, and they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of a couple.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Now, Gano for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return starts at the 13. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to run it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To the outside, complete to Jaxson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Gano on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Dak to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To the air again, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They'll throw again. Dak. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. the pressure all over him. He goes down again. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Ray gonna return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Jaxson. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Giants are out on top. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a
Pretty
victory.
Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Prescott. Toward the sideline, that's pulled in by Lamb.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd down and 3. In motion, Lamb. Here comes the jet sweep. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
Here's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
The Giants sending out their punter. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Prescott on 1st down. To the left side, caught by Lamb.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Ray gonna return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. This one is caught by Robinson.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A run here with Tracy on second down. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on foot. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Cowboys have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a big turn of events there. This defense trying to hold off the opposition now takes the lead, Greg, by taking it to the end zone.
Yeah, and it seems like week in and week out, Mike, in this league, there's 1 or 2 plays that determine the outcome of a game. And I get the sense here in the second half, that game-changing scoop and score by this defense could very well be that play.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ray gonna return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This throw left side, taken in by Jaxson.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And this will be a Giants first down. He's got this up to the 35. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, that's Jaxson. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion, it's Robinson. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
That outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants sending out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd down, Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Trayvon Diggs, tight coverage, and he knocks that one away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique...
And he's into the end zone yet again. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2. He'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide, and he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Now, a return coming from the 14. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. That's brought in right side by Pickens. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. On the give, it's Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Cowboys. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ray going to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A short one there to Bellinger. In motion, it's Robinson. Throwing now from the gun. Now a short one. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Good work to get the first down, and Greg, maybe good fortune that they're able to keep possession after the fumble.
And I know where his mind is, Mike. He's so focused on getting that first down, which he does a great job getting, but it can't come at the expense of protecting the ball. Now, in this case, he's very fortunate. He loses the ball, but it ends up going out of bounds. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air once more on second down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Third and long. They'll throw out of the gun.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Gotta have it. 4th and 4. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Jaxson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants 1st down. To the outside, complete to Jaxson. And he's going to be taken down. Here we go. 1st and goal. Receiver in motion. Going right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants will cut the deficit to 7. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. And the defense has it.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.